Didn't know this concept of acceptance. And what an important concept to have. If you ever do any psychedelics, it's important to know how to accept. I found it so valuable in my own life, day to day. Meditation helps. I didn't realize what I was really asking for, but at one point years ago when I was overcoming hypothyroidism and, all that process of getting my memory back and all these things, I asked for more strength to better serve. And it was two of the roughest nights of my entire life. I had been a wrestler, right? So I wrestled, I struggled with it, literally on my hands and knees for hours that second night. And because I didn't know this concept of acceptance. And what an important concept to have. If you ever do any psychedelics, it's important to know how to accept. I found it so valuable in my own life, day to day. Meditation helps that process, accepting day to day thing to thing. Oh, your car gets broken into, or anything that you're just like, wow, I'm not expecting that, and now I have to rearrange my day, or something like that. Those things. So yeah, acceptance. It's a big one, but really, two things: gut health. Actually, on a physical level, very physical level, I feel great for several weeks after. So I just know there's no studies on this because it takes a lot of, you don't get that many willing participants to go and do something like that. But I'm not sure how you would actually measure well, you probably could, but definitely the feelings of more serotonin are present for 3 weeks if you're staying away from alcohol and all these other things, eating really cleanly, meditating. Like you just feel, if you're not gassed out because you're low on sodium or potassium, magnesium, your blood sugar minerals, all these different things. And I see a lot of people are, and I've talked to people that have actually gone through that. We're going to team up with a group in Costa Rica, actually, on hair testing to ensure that people have the nutrition going in and after. Because there's nothing worse than getting the insight. I get this mental picture of someone in a ball after because they got the insight and they don't have the oomph, the power to carry through on the insight because they're gassed. And that is absolutely a mineral thing. And it's a hormone thing, which minerals are a building block of, that a lot of people that are otherwise hormone specialists forget about or never learned. Really through, no fault of their own, but it's a key component and it's a missing piece often.
Yeah, it's like preloading the experience and making sure all those minerals are topped up, and so that when you come out of it and you are in that integration, you do have the energy and clarity to kind of move forward in the next leg of the journey.
Yeah, exactly. And then the other part of it is, in terms of intention, just to better guide this beautiful company that's been growing, with me as I've been growing, and just looking at these next chapters, these next steps.
Yeah, so let's talk about upgraded formulas, and I'd love to just dig into the origin story, because I think it's why it is successful, and successful is, in my mind, you're putting out something that is a part of you, that is high quality, is integrity. You have a lot of, it's almost like boundless energy for it, because it's coming from, a part deep inside you.
That is how it feels. And that's why I want so many people to switch on with the power of nutrition and self-reflection, because we need more people that are switched on. We need more innovators, and we can all be innovators. If we have been, we can be more so. If we haven't been, we can be. And that is what the world needs. It's what we need personally to feel satisfied, I believe. And innovation can look at like a lot of different things, right? So, just the smallest things. Like I was at really nice hotel, the Biltmore, I told you, the Frank Lloyd Wright place. I come back and they had the best room service experience I've ever seen. It's like, well, that's innovation. I literally learned how to better organize my things. It's a small little dopamine hit for the day that I really enjoyed for some reason.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah. To the origin story, and I know it was a few things that really inspired you. It was your own kind of personal health issues, and then that of what your mom was experiencing at the time. And it led you down this path of, I love you found the proper test, but then the supplementation actually wasn't working. You knew what the supplements needed to be, but they actually weren't working. So it's like, fuck, what do I do? I guess I need to make products that work.
Right. So if you're hearing this at home and you don't have context for what Cal's saying, what he's referring to is self-imposed journey that I accepted. I had been an athlete my whole life and came into college with a lot of nutrient deficiencies. Like I could have wrestled in college, probably could have played football too, and really felt too gassed to do either one of them. And I was like, that's not the focus. I feel like I've checked those boxes and I'm ready to just move on into a different chapter. So I studied chemical engineering really just because I wanted another challenge. I felt like it was, from everything I could find, at least for my skill set, it was the most challenging. And I felt like if I could learn that, I could learn anything the rest of my life. I would never be intimidated to learn something.